The Wiley Show was finally called out by Mr. Flame Monroe and Claudia Jordan. No spot at Fox Soul for him.
They said you got to look straight into the camera.
It's Mount TV, bringing you all latest headlines, breaking stories, drama, about chasers and everything trending in these streets. Now say it ain't so, but we can clearly see it's so. You know, Wiley came through from the first, right? After Funky Dineva announced his departure from Fox Soul on the first, Wiley came through and publicly asked for a spot in his stories, emails, posts, you name it. He was going on a press run. His fans were even begging for him to have a spot. Well, Wiley revealed Flame Monroe's performance was not up to par and what he thought, and he had problems with his trans identity being the he, she, we.
Flop. One of the worst flop comedians. Shit out of you funny. Her children smell like piss can be funny, but that you hired or suggested Flame Monroe, you could have suggested me the Wiley Show. It is not my fault that you suggest a senior citizen hire a comedian that says she's trans, but you can just, misgender her and she laugh about it.
So Wiley had a problem, spoke it vocally, and even questioned his business relationship with Charlamagne the God.
We got Mouth TV. So Flame Monroe worked on iHeartRadio, right? Charlamagne the God have 50% ownership of the Black Effect podcast network, right? Flame Monroe have a podcast, Laugh and Learn with Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe have done an interview with Tasha K. Tasha K have led a campaign to call Charlamagne an R-word. This whole Jessica Reed piece, Tasha K encouraged and interviewed Jessica Reed to sue Charlamagne. And when Jessica Reed filed the lawsuit, Tasha K was the first one to read the court documents. I want to ask Charlamagne the God, why haven't you suspend Flame Monroe when she is laughing on a platform with a woman that wants you to go to jail and calling you an R-word? That doesn't make sense. Charlamagne the God. Leonard.
So he also quoted, your frustration should be on Funky Dineva, and you hired a senior citizen, referring to Miss Claudia Jordan. Now, Flame Monroe responded, calling Wiley the unplayed employee, and thank you for making videos about him, sending his hate over and converting fans for him, right? Well, Flame Monroe also stopped by the channel once we turned that on to a video. He commented, luckily, it will never, ever be a guest on TGIF. So, Mouth TV being real messy. It's messy Mouth TV. I went ahead and sent that to Wiley and said, I'm going to need a response to that ASAP for that next video.
Right.
And he said, yep, got it. Now, here we go. A week later, I was waiting on it because I knew something was going to pop off. Here we go. Wiley jumped into live with Claudia Jordan and Flame Monroe to address some things, still asking Miss Claudia, if they could have a conversation, if they could meet up in Vegas, everything. He said he was going to send an email. Claudia Jordan got frustrated and said, stop asking.
Listen, you can't cover everything. Please stop asking me.
So I could already see the energy was off with Wiley.
Absolutely.
The live kept going, and then, of course, she pulled Flame Monroe onto the live and pointed out Wiley's comment going in on there, and Flame responded, I don't know him, but then proceeded to drag a bunch of details
Every aspect of him
about Wiley's live.
Right.
Wiley Show, why are you being negative? Do I need to block you?
I don't even know who that is. The first requirement for being on your show that you told me is that you must look straight into the camera. That person could never do that because one of their eyes is jealous of the other one. So why would you even apply for that? So go make up fake shit about me again. Go make up some lies because your shit don't matter. I'm a man with titties and your fat ass is a man with titties. But my eyes look straight into the camera. Did you see that? One of your eyes is like tweet. I looked over to the left. Look at you. I looked over to the left. Always got something to say with your shady, fat, nasty, don't uninformed, ain't never gonna be on nobody's show, obsessed with Armand Wiggins, cannot take Flame Monroe, and I want to thank you for being an unpaid employee and promoting the shit out of me, because every time you send your followers to my page, they fall in love with this ray of sunshine, and I just want to say thank you. Sold out shows, boo. You know nothing about that. You can't even see me. How many of me you see? How many fingers you see? How many? motherfucker, because you're stupid and you spread lies and fictitious bullshit, which is why you'll never be on a reputable podcast like TGIF or anything else, because when it's not factual, it's just for pure entertainment. Kind of like when you're naked. You're pure entertainment for a mirror. It just cracks the fuck up.
Wiley, you did not get red enough. Stop trying to poke the bear here, right? Wiley,
He
stop.
can't. He cannot. He's a poor baby. That baby miserable. He live in his grandmama's house. His grandmama's handicapped or something. He get her check and rob her. Don't change her pamper on time. All kind of. She's a horrible person. I said it. Let me tell you why I say horrible shit about him. Because he can say all the horrible shit he wants to about me. But that cockhead never had a kid, never been with a woman, came after my children. Bitch, you don't know my children. You can't even see my children. Your ass hated each other. Your ass ain't spoke to each other in 25 years.
He talked about your kids?
He had something negative to say about my children. Boom.
Wiley said, excuse me, where's your proof this is slander?
Okay, well, come on with it. Sue me. Sue me. I can get you out your grandmama's house. Maybe I can get y'all in the Section 8 apartment, get you out your grandmama's what you live in her closet. Sue me.
Okay.
Come get it. Shit. I ain't taking it back.
He wants me to add him to this, but I don't want to have y'all fighting.
I'm not gonna. Please don't, because I never met that child. I don't never care to meet that child. Please don't. Looks directly into the camera. Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Don't y'all tell us that when we do the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You cannot look directly into the camera when one of your eyes is like tweet. It's looked over to the left. You cannot look directly in the camera. You do not meet the qualifications to get the job. So sorry, boo. Go back to your page. Every time you leave the gym, you look bigger. Now, who does that? But I'm a wise old bird, and I can see straight. I had to slide over there. It was sitting on my tongue. I had to get it off.
Behave, Flame.
Absolutely never. Listen, y'all watch TGIF every day, Monday through Friday. And the first requirement and only requirement to get this job is you must look directly into the camera. Now, if your eyes are floating and going somewhere else and not paying attention and a little special needs, you will not get the job. I'm sorry to just say that to you. I fucking said it. If you don't like it, kiss my dick in the face.
Flame is fun to me. That's a good time right there.
I do want to say, I only see, people that were once on television or made their career on television really trying to bust an ass over here on YouTube. I am going to say that I've been watching The Wiley Show for as long as he started, okay? But because I've been watching Wiley so long, it's like he's family. So whenever I see Flame Monroe pop off, I'm like, you really need us. Like, it's not like you don't need us, or you wouldn't be even dropping comments in the comment section to drag or cipher, people to go over and watch you.
Well, it's not like, it doesn't help to have these little, moments.
No, I'm not. Yes, exactly. And so they
not that they need. It's more just like a want to be included in a conversation of the blogs.
And that's my
that's what I
exact
see.
point. My exact point is we all need each other here, right? To pull strings.
Yeah,
and
it's a mutual beneficial.
But whatever, it goes as far as, Nicki Minaj talking about, lying on your dead mama. And then you got, Flame Monroe over here, really depicting disabilities from people. It's just like, damn, where do we draw the line and go, can we just make fun of each other to a degree?
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
That is what we're really going to focus on here today, because Wiley and his fans, after Wiley broke the news on what was going on, his fans told him this looks like a discrimination suit, okay?
Absolutely.
Flame got up there and said, Wiley, you could never be on here because you can't look straight into the camera, right, Claudia Jordan? You told me that that's one of the requirements to be on TGIF on Fox. So you got to look first and foremost directly into the camera, which Wiley allegedly cannot do. So he said it's a discrimination suit waiting to happen because he did publicly apply for this position and allegedly privately. I don't know. I don't got access to them emails. I didn't ask for that. But I mean, hey, it was public and a public applying.
Absolutely.
So if he applied for this position publicly, everyone's in on it. Everyone knows. Does this have grounds for a suit?
So I'm like, when they said it and we have it on video, I tag attorney Ben Crump, because when you say stuff like that, you do know that's a lawsuit, a potential lawsuit. And Claudia, she nod her head and say, oh yes, I said that. Excuse me?
Well, I do want to say that whenever I was watching Wiley's live last night, he did mention in the whole commentary and his direction that Flame Monroe is a comedian. So I'm thinking that it's like, it's kind of like a fine line between entertainment and wait a minute, you know what I mean? You're really crossing boundaries here. So I don't know, you know what I mean? I'm clueless as to where this would even stand in a court of law.
Because it's really a 50-50. Because, I mean, it depends on the judge and the jury. Because as soon as these details are broken down.
Right.
Wiley really did come for them first. Wiley did, criticize the identity, criticize the person, criticize the political aspect of it, right? He even had his sayings against Claudia Jordan. It just seems what it is. Claudia Jordan's getting the end of the stick on everything here. So, that's my point.
Yeah, that it's kind of like a thin line between what's really going on. And like you said, it depends on the judge and jury. Whose side are they going to take? How do they feel about the whole situation?
Yeah, because it could be a discrimination suit, but because Wiley did it all first, you know what I mean? Came with the asking, the begging, and then flipped it to, voicing his very bold opinion.
Right.
You know what I mean? Wiley's known for his bold opinions, especially when he's getting ignored.
Right.
He gonna pop off. So,
and let's not forget, Flame also mentioned the reason I'm going at you is because you
came
burned
after
me
my
one.
kids.
Right. So I mean, I don't know, thin line, but we'll see where that goes.
We'll see where it goes, because people are also coming through and saying, Flame, you did all this popping off in this video, but we've seen you. You come after people's kids. You come after people's families. So where's the line and where's the hypocrisy that we're seeing?
I think too, it's 2024, okay, and everything is going to be exposed out here. You know what I mean? For what we really are, our true colors will be shining, okay.
And these receipts speak for themselves.
Absolutely. Now I am going to say that I'm wishing, that a door will open up for Wiley. I think that he's put in plenty of time on this.
And I think that they're misunderstanding Wiley. And that's why his channel, his website, Wiley the Troll, it really does kind of, shed light on his brand itself. People want to attack him. Flame had that, spill saying, you don't report real facts, real news, so you will never be on a credible, whatever he said, a credible podcast, a reputable podcast, like me, basically, because you don't tell the truth. But people don't understand, there is an entertainment aspect to Wiley. Wiley the Troll aspect to it. And then there's that truth reporting, that actual commentary. You know what I mean? He reverts in between the two.
Right.
And I like a lot of people take notes from other content creators who kind of have that same narrative, where one day it's, we're defending this person, the next day it's, F this person, let's get out all the receipts on this person, and then again the next day, I love this person,
I think too,
defend this person.
Yeah, I think too, though, if we know and we're fans of Wiley, that he gives a little bit of everything, and if you watch him, you know what persona he's going to be playing that day. He's not the type of person that, oh, shit ain't going my way, I'm going to slap on the wig, the wig and lipstick. He gets like that whenever he's very, very manic. But whenever he's really on his A game, whenever it comes to YouTube, which he has been lately, I'm not even gonna fib, he's been on it. You see a different side of him. You see a very serious and everything is pretty much planned ahead to where it's premiered. I don't want to say premiered, but you'll get a little, like, a topic of discussion before the shows actually come out, right? He's gonna let you know ahead of time what we're gonna be talking about next. And I think that he went into that, as a content creator. A lot of times it was just on and popping, but as he's been on here for a while, you have to learn how to enjoy his content, because if not, you're going to run into it or turn it on one day and it's not going to be what you expect, right? But anyways, I do want to just end it there because I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. When is enough? And do we have to do this in order to push the bag? Like, it's crazy, right? The entertainment world is like limitless, and it doesn't matter what you're doing now. I don't even think there's a cancellation button on anybody's head. That's just me.
And I think a lot of people just have, really sensitive feelings.
Yeah.
Kind of weak.
Yeah.
Because, people come for me all the time.
Yeah.
They talk the most trash that they can. And I laugh. I laugh at that. I laugh at that because it's not personal.
No,
and most of the time, and I mean this, 99% of the time, when people are coming at you, it's usually a reflection of how they feel about themselves.
Yeah.
You can always evaluate their message and like, wait a minute, this is you.
Yeah, no,
So it's hurtful when you look at it from that perspective. And I think that's where Flame is kind of, misconstruing Wiley the character. One moment he will drag you and the next he loves you.
Yeah.
So it's not
personal. Not at all. So yeah, I would think that, after a little bit of time, maybe they'll, I don't know, have a personal talk in the background. I don't see it anytime soon, but I am going to say that I can't wait for the opportunity to open up for Wiley. Wiley now has, like you said, the website. He has a production of, team members in the background that really, hand him different content topics, and maybe he could just produce his own. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at some point he'll stop traveling, plant himself somewhere, and actually have something to where he can sit just like Armand's doing, you know what I mean, with a big TV there and what have you. I don't know. It'll happen for him, though. Maybe it's just not going to happen with other people, because I always see somebody trying to bite his head off. And it's like, why? Why?
Well, I don't know. Like I said, they're misconstruing, misunderstanding the brand of Wiley. I guess they don't watch enough to understand the character. But, that's kind of been a big blow to his platform in the first place, is, the lack of credibility. And, that sucks to say for him, but that is the truth when it comes to these streets. The lack of credibility can, kind of shoot your brand in the foot. And then, I did witness Wiley, do his big reaction. It got 1 million views of his reaction to the versus battles. I think it was like Bow Wow and someone else. And, it got 1 million views for him. And that generated I think it was 15,000, 20,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Almost instantly off of that, that month time that video grew.
Yeah.
And then you see the channel kind of suffer because it brought in an audience that didn't really know Wiley.
Right.
That didn't really care for any other content besides those verses.
Yeah, and that definitely messes with the analytics and the stats.
Yeah, that algorithm is very judgy, especially when you're bringing on a audience of strangers.
Right.
Okay. So that's what I see is, the credibility, the exploits being used to grow fast. You see other content creators implementing the same type of thing. And, you got to find the division in between yourself and the hype content that makes it grow fast. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to find a medium so that way your audience is not thrown off and you don't lose it.
No, absolutely.
And that's just a free game.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
Well, tell us what you guys think in the comment section down below. Whose side are you on? I've seen a lot of people on Flame Monroe's side calling out Wiley. Wiley, you're not the victim here. So, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, please leave your comments down below and also join the Mouth Mob
by sending us a good old comment down below. That's how you make it official. You are a part of the Mouth Mob. Send us a good old like. Turn on your notifications. We'll see you guys in the next ones. This Mouth TV, bring you all the latest and headlines, breaking stories, drama, clout chasers, and everything trending in these messy streets. We out.